Welcome, bienvenido. Today is Thursday. We usually call it Celebrity Thursday. We either talk about YouTuber or a celebrity or something that piqued my curiosity. My name is Roxana. This is Metamorphosis Rocks. And today we're going to talk about somebody that I've been following for a while. And originally I wanted to follow him because of the business advice end of things. But then I started following him because at the end of the day, communication is something you have to do with everybody, and he has some seriously good advice. His name is Dan O'Connor, and his YouTube page is Effective Communication Skills with Dan O'Connor. I am going to link him below. I started watching him because I used to work customer service over the phone, and half of the stuff that we did made no sense to me. I didn't understand what was happening, and I am one of those people that needs to understand why things are the way they are. It makes it a lot easier for me to work if I understand where you're going with something. And unfortunately, we got really good training on how to use the software, on how to manage the different situations and whatnot in terms of the actual situation. But the conversation starters, the conversation enders, the way we were supposed to handle the conversation, some of it was not explained as well to me as I wanted it, so that I could understand why exactly do you want me to say this as this particular point, or for what reason am I ending the call this way, or whatever. And so some of them are logical because I have a marketing background. Some of them just made absolutely no sense. So I started watching Dan O'Connor because of that, and of course, what ended up happening was that I added certain things to my conversation, which made the conversations with clients and customers a lot easier and a lot better. And I was able to communicate myself a lot better because of Dan O'Connor. So then he started using this thing called danger phrases, which I use them a lot more often than I thought I was using them. Every time he comes up with a new one, it's like, oh my God, why didn't you tell me this 3 months ago or 6 months ago? So it is a very good resource. The thing about it is this: when I go to YouTube, I watch all kinds of YouTubers, not just the Peter Mans and the John McClane's of the world, or Jeffree Star or Manny, or even Mag does it, which I love because he's hilarious. I like to watch people that are teaching me something. It is the main reason why I started watching YouTube, and it's probably the reason why, even though I watch Peter Mann and Petty Page because of their personalities, I rarely know who they're talking about until they talk about them, because I've never heard of the people involved. So I'm not that familiar with the drama of it all. I just like the way they talk about it. But I watch a lot of people on YouTube because I love what they're teaching. And there's something about YouTube that it's up to a point, it's better than a school. If you want to learn anything, you can learn it here. There's somebody talking about your topic of preference. And in my case, communication is crucial for a couple of things. Number one, I'm Puerto Rican. Spanish communication and English communication is very different. And I'm sure you've noticed when you're talking to somebody that was born here, the way you talk to them, the way you approach them, everything is, it's very different than if you approach somebody from a different country. If a person was raised here but was born in a different country, let's say Russia, they have a very different way of communicating. If you're talking to somebody from China or from Japan or from Thailand, I can't say Thailand to save my life. Their way of communicating is very different. If you reach somebody that's Hispanic, we tend to be a lot faster when we talk, and we tend to use our hands a lot, that kind of thing. Every single country has a different way of doing things. However, if you're predominantly working with Americans, you want to be able to communicate effectively so that they can go ahead and tell you what you need to know, and you can guide the conversation so that you can understand them better as well. So that's why I started watching Dan O'Connor. And he has a very nice personality. He's funny, and he just explains everything very well. So if you have any issues with communication, you're taking a communication course in college, or you work in customer service, or you simply having an argument with your husband over and over again, go and watch Dan O'Connor and you can thank me later. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.